a direct question to you will be, what do you think of his activism?
To be honest with you,
What do you think?
Ideally, I probably would have said, I don't want to talk about it, but
you're one of the most intelligent people. Yeah, you can walk that tight line.
Yeah, it's not an issue for me. And also because there's been quite some misreporting going on.
Facts.
To answer your first question,
yes. What do you think about his activism?
I don't know much of it. I'll be honest with you. Ouch. I don't know much of it. Prior to the first video where he mentioned me and my dad, I hadn't seen much of him. I hadn't seen.
Yes.
What I had seen, what I remember seeing was, I think this was probably like a while ago. Some stuff about people that didn't have NAFDAC and they were selling products, and I thought, okay,
that was the beginning. Yes.
At that time when I saw some of those clips, I was like, okay, this person seems to be doing something right. This is a good cause.
Facts.
But aside that, I wouldn't lie to you, I really haven't seen much of his work.
Which can happen because social media algorithm takes people different ways.
Yeah. Now this person one day thought it wise to turn on his ring light, sit down, and via direct statements, insinuations, and innuendos, allege that myself and my dad connived with some certain individuals to manipulate justice and bribe the EFCC. And adding that the reason I've done this is because I have a homosexual relationship with Bobrisky. Going further to say that my posturing as an activist, everything is false.
Yeah. How did you feel about when that came out? Personally, how did you feel?
How would anyone feel? It's horrible things to say. Absolutely no proof. Why would you just come and allege all these things? You have absolutely nothing to support all these statements. And this is why I say, when we speak about seed of discord, just ordinary Nigerians, I think also need to be a lot more careful in jumping into conclusions, and let's just look at things a bit more objectively, and somebody just coming up and alleging something shouldn't be the basis for which you draw your conclusion. What has this person shown to support this allegation? And what a lot of these people are now saying, why don't you face this? Okay, well, now via my counsel, I wrote to the person that he's alleging or he's attributing all these statements to, and the person has denied that absolutely no money was paid to me or my dad for nothing. All these things are false, basically. So now you have to defend yourself because he who alleges must prove.
All right, let's talk about this story real quick. Now, you guys know we've been covering this for a while, so if you haven't followed, please make sure you hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live or drop videos. So FALZ the bad guy, yes, Nigerian rapper, he's had enough, as you can see, and he's ready to drag somebody in courts. VeryDarkMan, now VeryDarkMan has been quite active recently. Now, not just FALZ the bad guy, but also his father, the SAN, Femi Falana, as well. The reason? Well, the messy beef between him and his father and social media activist, VeryDarkBlackMan. But before we go on, please hit the like button. All right. Now, according to VDM, let me do a quick recap. FALZ is somehow involved in Bobrisky's jail term. Apparently, FALZ has a secret side hustle as a judge that we didn't know about. FALZ isn't letting it slide, though. He's, as you can see in that video. That was, by the way, that's Adeshokwe on the Afrobeat podcast. FALZ is calling out the VDM. He's making a statement. Did he say setting up a ring light to say nonsense? Something like that. So now, something brings out the ring light when you start getting deeper and deeper. That's why I try to be patient with this kind of story, Sometimes my opinions can be very, very upfront, but for the most part, I don't miss. I'm like very dark man. I don't really lose. Well, not like very dark man because he gonna learn the hard way. Anyway, honestly, he has a point. According to me, say he will not sit back and watch someone spread falsehood about me, and I quote, about me and my family. And then he goes on to talk about Nigerians. Nigerians are they're not new to social media, but I think we act very, there's a certain level of naivety with the way Nigerians handle social media. If you go on ground in Nigeria right now, some of the stuff that you and I in the Western world have seen in real time, they're not going to see until 3 days time. So their reaction is like when Marriott tells me that I'm reacting to stuff that happened 20 minutes ago, right? Their reaction is lagging indicator with all kind of variables of streets, discombobulated versions of the stories. So Nigerians there's a certain naivety that they bring it to. Anyway, he's before the lawyers go too deep into it, FALZ decided to reach out to. He went on in that video. I didn't want to play the whole video. He went on to talk about how he reached out to Sheon Kuti, and then Sheon Kuti, Sheon Kuti is also a very dramatic person. He's the son of Femi. Sorry, brother of Femi Kuti, son of Fela Anikulapo Kuti, of course. He's dramatic, but not without substance. I'll give him that. So now Sheon apparently stepped in to see the whole thing, and basically FALZ got a call, and VDM was essentially on that call, was just going in, and all he wanted was just litigation. So let me see if I can play a little bit more of that video so you can see. It just seemed like, according to FALZ, all he wanted was just litigation. Let me see. Oh, you know what? You guys might not be able to hear that. I'll refresh. All right, I'm back. I'm just refreshing. Hit the like button if you're just coming in. Please. Let's see.
Blah blah blah. I mean, that's false. The case of defamation is still very much in court. Yes, we have instituted proceedings for defamation because, of course, that is what this is. That is very much still ongoing. However, there's something called interim applications, which you can do while a substantive case is still ongoing. You can apply to the court for an injunction
to hold on to something,
because this defamation still subsists. This video I speak of is still very much on his page, on his pages. He has not taken them down.
All right, so he has not taken down the videos, according to FALZ. So again, FALZ, when he had a conversation with him, he just seemed like VeryDarkMan just wanted. He said, "You'll be lawyer, Abi. Sue me now. Sue me. Shebi, you're a lawyer. Just sue me." So, anyway, what did he do to FALZ? What are we talking about? Anyway, there was an audio of somebody that sounded like Bobrisky. Bobrisky, and then during that audio, in reaction to that audio that was released by VeryDarkMan, he insinuated again, just like VeryDarkMan said, that he had been involved in homosexual relationship with Bobrisky. Insinuation, innuendos, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, he's been held accountable by way of the court system. All right. Now, VeryDarkMan, he does some good stuff. He's got some solid following because he speaks on issues, obviously, that people care about. But Prestige family, people in general, the question here is, to what extent should someone go to get attention, to chase clouds? How far can you go? How far is too much? There's a fine line between using your platform for positive change and straight up reckless behavior, like defamation of character and things like that, for the sake of views and clicks. So, again, it's if you want to play that game, is how far can you go? As long as you're ready to answer to the consequences, that's perfectly fine with me. Perfectly fine with me personally. Everybody has their own lane. Nobody is perfect. The type of person that will argue, I'm talking about very dark man now. The type of person that will argue with you even when they're wrong, because admitting defeat to them is just not in their DNA. Okay. Now, when you back it up with being able to raise some decent money, 200 million naira in the last 2 or 3 weeks, we're talking about a little bit over 100,000, which is not a lot in the grand scheme of things, considering the size of his platform, but it's still a lot. Let's just call it a lot, right? But anyway, is that enough to turn on the ring light and start screaming everybody's name without doing some investigation? He's gonna have to be responsible. He doesn't. He denounces the title activist, but he's essentially trying to play one. And he's going to have to be more responsible when it comes to public relations. Okay. FALZ is taking steps to teach him some lessons here. So we'll VDM, very dark black man. Portable calls him, now there's a lot of basketballs going on between him and Portable right now as well. Portable calls him the very dark brain, but he's been dragging Portable by his balls. Will he back down? Will he back down? What do you think? I would like to know what your opinions are. Join the conversation in the comment, in the chat. But let's hit the like button. Let's ping everybody else into the room. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. Let's move on to our next segment. We'll be right back. Yes, segment. I'll be right back.
Hey Prestige fam, show some love to the video. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Are you in Europe, America, and struggling in your relationship? From argument to abuse and trust issues, we're here to help.
Lola and I founded Prestige Marriage Academy to transform your story. With 20 years of friendship, 17 years of marriage, experience with navigating the ups and downs of marriage, and personalized coaching, includes 24/7 support. Ignorance is expensive. WhatsApp us at +1 732 305 8577 to book a free discovery session today and take charge now.
Don't wing it.
Join us in creating the love life you deserve.